Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Tuesday Talk. And the biggest thing that you guys can see here is that my first saddle is officially complete. And that is the main reason why there was no Tuesday Talk last week, was because I was kind of dead set on finishing this project. But it is done now. I finished it up on Friday. I've been able to ride in it a few times. It's very comfortable. So this is a SF Bowman style saddle. That's the swell shape on here. As you can see, I've added some things already. I added a rope strap, a flag boot down here, and a breast collar, kind of roping style breast collar. Do I know how to rope? Absolutely not, but that's not going to stop me from making cool cowboy stuff. So this is very, very exciting. It's all done now, and I will continue making as many accessories for it as I can, talking about saddlebags, horn bags, all kinds of stuff. But that is the big news for this week, is that the saddle is complete. All right, so now that the saddle's done, the big question kind of becomes, what's next? So the first couple things I will show in a little bit more detail are some of the accessories I've made for the saddle so far. First one is this breast collar here, three-piece breast collar. This is probably my favorite breast collar I've ever made. It's the Don Gonzalez pattern, if anybody knows who he is. And it's the one I found that is fitting the largest variety of horses. A lot of times the breast collars that I make, or the patterns that I find rather, they are very wide. They're meant for very wide, like quarter horses. Now we don't really have here in New England or on the East Coast. So having found a breast collar pattern that I don't have to modify, that fits a lot of horses well, is great. The next thing is, and I will be selling these breast collars at some point, both, you know, plain tool, all kinds of colors and stuff. The thing is that my sewing machine cannot handle the thickness of this breast collar right now. It's very thick, skirting leather backed with Latigo. So I hand sewed this one for myself because I was impatient and didn't want to save up a bunch of money to buy a sewing machine just so I could make a single breast collar for myself. It wasn't terrible to hand sew, but in order to keep costs down, I'm not going to start selling this unless you want it custom. I'll do it custom, but I'm not going to start selling these until I have a better sewing machine that can handle that. One thing I will be selling, and I'm hoping to get this on the website and stuff this week, is this rope strap. I kind of engineered this one myself. Kind of. It's a rope strap. It's pretty simple. But the thing I like about this rope strap is that a lot of times, whether it's a loop style rope strap like this one kind of is, or a rope strap with a buckle, you need to have some hardware on your saddle, like a D-ring or some slots in the swell so that you can attach it. This one, I took a regular loop style rope strap and just made it with 2 loops, so that way you can put it on and off your horn, right? The loops go around the horn without having, like, you could put it on any saddle. You could put it on a barrel saddle if you wanted to. As long as it's got a horn on it, this rope strap will work with your saddle. And that's what I like. I had never found one that ever did that, and so I just made one, and I will start selling these. These are a nice 8-ounce Latigo. I've been testing it. Again, I don't know how to rope, but I've been testing riding with it on my saddle and just putting it on the saddle, and it works really well, so I'm happy with that. In terms of what I'm currently making, of course, more things to go with the saddle is a matching headstall. So you can see I've gotten those stamped up, and I will back those with the same Latigo as the breast collar was. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm personally doing next. Is a bunch of different tack things. I got stuff for reins on the way, and those are all things. Maybe not this exact design. I'm kind of saving it for myself unless you want it custom. But maybe not this exact design, but these kinds of headstalls and breast collars and rope straps and reins and stuff are things that I'm hoping to start, or I'm not even hoping, I'm planning on making as stock items, or as custom options if you want it customized and made, done personal, in the future. And in terms of me building more saddles, what I'm currently doing is I'm offering semi-custom saddles. So what that is that we have this swell type right here, the SF Bowman. That's the only one I'm doing right now. And you guys can do, you know, light oil, dark oil, rough out, smooth out, some smaller options, right? I'm not doing full custom saddles yet, and it's currently only on this tree type, but you guys can change the gullet width a little bit, some different bar sizes, the seat length, different things like that. And the base price for that is $3,000. And as I start building more and more saddles, I'll be able to add, you know, different types of saddles like wades and rope ring saddles and barrel saddles eventually too, until I'm able to do full custom saddles. So that's my plan going forward, is to, you know, as people order, build saddles and kind of make that my thing. The other piece of news that's coming up soon is that hopefully in May, the Market Street Creatives Makers Market in Torrington, Connecticut will be opening. I should be able to go in there and start decorating and setting up my storefront this week, maybe next week, and then I will be building a lot of stock to start filling that place up. So if you're in the area, make sure you guys go check me and everybody else who's there out. All right. And that's about it for this week, guys. I will see you all next week on the Tuesday Talk.